Hello my friends, the last few days have been quite busy in terms of new PC hardware releases as well as leaks. So in this video we are going to take a look what NVIDIA has planned for the upcoming RTX 40 series GPUs. There will be a refresh that is in the form of Super as well as unreleased TI cards. Additionally, we are going to take a look at the new 14th generation Intel processors for desktop, as well as some AMD technologies that are causing problems for gamers, getting them banned. And also there is some news about the forthcoming 14th generation non-K processors from Intel and laptop processors, Meteor Lake processors as well from Intel. Those are still coming. But first, a quick ad from a sponsor. CDKeyoffer.com has been my favorite trusted seller of affordable Windows 10 Pro OEM keys for over 3 years now. They're currently running a Halloween sale on all Microsoft software. Use discount code IVADIM to get 25% off and bring the Windows 10 Pro price down to just $16. Then securely check out with PayPal or another payment method. The key is delivered instantly, so you can activate it and upgrade to Windows 11 for free if you wish to do so. Microsoft Office 2019 and 2021 Pro are also on sale with the discount code IVADIM. Grab them now while the Halloween sale is on. Let's start with the main story of the day, NVIDIA's RTX 40 series Super refresh. Alright, so this leak comes from Mega-Size GPU over on Twitter, and this person has a pretty good track record when it comes to revealing unreleased NVIDIA products. So let's have a look at what they have to say. There might be 2 new graphics cards in the future, so the emphasis is on the might. It is not definitely, it is not like planned for sure. We might see them, NVIDIA is working on them. There is a potential refresh of the RTX 4070. This one will feature the same specifications as the current 4070, but instead of using GDDR6X memory, they are going to use GDDR6 memory, which should be cheaper, which means that in theory, NVIDIA might reduce the price of the current RTX 4070. Well, not current, but this new RTX 4070, and it should bring similar performance to the current one at a lower price point. At least I hope that is their motivation behind this, and not just, keep the same prices and get even higher profit margins. Yeah, the next GPU is RTX 4070 Super. This one is based on AD103 GPU and has a 256-bit memory interface and 16 gigabytes of video memory. Just a quick reminder that the current RTX 4070 and 4070 Ti are both based on AD104 GPU, so that is a tier down from AD103 planned for the RTX 4070 Super. So it is possible that we will see an RTX 4070 Super that performs somewhere closer to the RTX 4080, which is quite nice, and also features 4 gigabytes more of memory, because even the 4070 Ti right now, it features just 12 gigabytes of memory, which is not enough to play games at 4K resolution, and even some 1440p titles. Furthermore, the same source stated that there will be a 4080 Super or maybe a 4080 Ti in early 2024. So that is actually huge, because it doesn't say might, it says there will be. It means that NVIDIA is actively working on that. And let's have a look at what else they have to say about this 4080 Super/Ti. It will be based on AD102, so that is the same GPU chip that is used by RTX 4090. Just a reminder, the current RTX 4080 is based on AD103, which is a tier below that. TGP below 450 watts, so that is below what RTX 4090 is at, and same price range as the 4080. I don't know about that, but it does sound good. If you are planning to upgrade your PC early next year, because that's what it says, early next year, you should expect this GPU. If you are planning to upgrade around that time, then you might want to keep an eye on this release, because this actually sounds like it might be a very good deal. It might challenge RX 7900 XTX properly in terms of both price and performance, because obviously if this new GPU is based on the AD102, then I expect it to have more cores and better performance. Unfortunately, we don't know anything about the memory size of this GPU, but I expect it to come with at least 20 gigabytes of memory. I don't know, we might see the same 16 gigs, who knows. NVIDIA doesn't like giving us a lot of memory. They do like to, keep you upgrading more often than you should, with the one exception. If you are going for the 90 class GPU, you're pretty much covered with that 24 gigs of memory. That's going to be enough for at least several years, I would say. Moving on to the Intel 14th generation desktop CPU release. This is a new generation, but in reality it is a refresh of the currently available 13th generation Meteor Lake architecture, so don't expect anything brand new or anything significant. Let's have a look at the performance numbers. So basically 14900K is slightly better than the 13900K. 14700K is slightly better than the 13700K, and the same goes for the 14600K. Yeah, the bad news is when we look at the power consumption numbers. To achieve this, 14900K is just pedal to the metal all the way. So the power consumption has increased on all of these, with the exception of 14600K actually, because this is the only reasonable option in my opinion. Out of all these three new CPUs, this is the only reasonable option remaining, because other than that, check this out. So a Ryzen 7 7800X3D is at the top, and it offers that performance, much higher performance, significantly, and it uses much less energy. 425 watts of energy versus 555 watts on the 14900K. In my opinion, if you are in the market for a new CPU, then you should definitely check out 7800X3D if you are building a gaming PC, because that thing offers better performance and lower power consumption than the i9. So yeah, it is a no-brainer really. But if you do have to build an Intel system, then at least go for the 13900K, because it is going to be cheaper and it will consume less energy. So there is that. On the other hand, 14700K, it seems like an okay option if you are looking for multi-core performance for your applications, but in terms of gaming, it is not a worthy addition. You just, again, have a look at the Ryzen alternatives or the previous generation 13700K. It appears to be a better deal because the prices are lower, and it will take a while for the 14th generation prices to come down. 14600K, on the other hand, is a decent option. Again, You have to compare the prices because the performance is quite similar with the 13600K as well as the 7700X. So check the prices. I will place some links in the description below if you're interested. Check them out. It will show you Amazon prices in your region, and I will get a little commission if you decide to buy something. Supports the channel, supports my content. Thank you very much. Moving on to the leaked benchmark results of the upcoming 14th generation non-K series CPUs that are due to release early next year, possibly at the CES 2024 in January. That's when I expect to see them. But here we have i5 14600 14-core CPU, as well as i3 14100 4-core CPU. Let's have a look at the benchmark results. It is Geekbench, and here we have it. i3 14100 is single core performances at 2500. It is quite strong, actually beating the 13600 and coming very close to 13600K, which is at 2663 points. As for the 14600, it is actually beating the 13600K by over 100 points, so that's quite nice to see. And as for the multi-core performance, the 14600 is actually surpassing the 7800X3D by Ryzen, and coming very close to the 14600K results. As for the i3 14100, it is at 10,394 points, and it is faster than the previous i3, but it still cannot reach the same heights as the i5 13400. Actually, I think that the i3 14100 might be a very interesting little CPU, because if it really does cost just $134, and it has 4 cores, 8 threads, 4.7 GHz boost, 60 watt TDP, then it might be a good option for a budget gaming PC, paired with the cheapest H610 motherboard, and you've got yourself a pretty decent gaming PC to play some Counter-Strike, I don't know, maybe even some Fortnite, Dota 2, those kind of games that do not require a huge amount of CPU performance. You know, it's pretty good. Continuing with Meteor Lake refresh news of the 14th generation, we do have some refresh laptop CPUs. These are basically just desktop CPUs that are downclocked, downvolted, and placed inside of laptops. And here we have i9 14900HX, i7 14700HX, i7 14650HX, and the i5 14500HX. Let's have a look at their configurations. So the i9 comes with 8 performance cores and 16 efficiency cores. i7, one of the i7s is 8 plus 12 cores, and the lower tier i7 is 8 plus 8 cores. The i5 comes with 6 performance and 8 efficiency cores. Looking at the performance numbers of the desktop 14th generation, I do not expect much out of these CPUs, and actually it says it right here. And there's kind of a confirmation of what I just said. It says the CPUs will also come with new designs that support the higher TDPs and thermal envelopes of these chips. So basically higher power consumption. I don't know what kind of laptops Intel plans to place these CPUs into. I don't know, maybe just like huge laptops with massive coolers. I guess we'll see, but apparently they will use RTX 40 series by NVIDIA graphics cards, so yeah, there is that. Intel's Raptor Lake HX 14th generation refresh CPU family is currently scheduled for an early 2024 release, or at CES, which is in January, launch. But there's also some news about the other family of, proper next generation Intel laptop CPUs that is based on Meteor Lake architecture, and we've had some leaks of Core Ultra 5 135H as well as Core Ultra 9 185H. And let's have a look at the results. The result for the Ultra 9 CPU, by the way, Ultra 9, to the best of my understanding, that's like they're placing Ultra instead of I now in the front of the number. So basically, this is the i9. This is the new i9. But whatever. It appears that the Core Ultra 9 185 has been tested under some strange conditions. So this is not the final performance for sure, because have a look at this. It actually performs worse than the Ultra 7 and about the same as the Ultra 5. Yeah, that doesn't look right, does it? I think we'll see another result soon with a higher score. So watch out for that. I will keep you updated, so make sure that you are subscribed to the channel to receive that update. But let's have a look at the Core Ultra 5 135H. This one actually brings performance, a multi-core performance of the i9 11980HK. And as for the single-core performance, this Ultra 5 CPU is, well, it's at the bottom. It's at the bottom of the stack. As for the Ultra 9 185H, we have 1849. But it doesn't quite reach as high as the 13th generation HK series. So that answers that question. Why does Intel bother releasing Raptor Lake HK series for laptops? Simply because Meteor Lake cannot keep up. AMD has two new Radeon graphics cards planned to release. Those are RX 6750 GRE with 10 and 12 gigabytes of memory. These are advertised as 1440p gaming at 1080p price, whatever that means. And here is the MSRP. So for the 10 gig version, it's $269. For the 12 gigabyte version, it's $289. To be honest with you, I don't think we'll see these GPUs sold on sites like Amazon or Newegg. I think we'll see them. I think it's the same as the previous GRE model, that is going to be very limited in terms of like where you can buy them in terms of regions, as well as it probably will be distributed via OEMs only. So, integrators, system integrators such as Dell, Lenovo, HP, companies like that. In other AMD news, AMD rolls back anti-lag plus support in all supported games with the latest GPU drivers. And yeah, if you haven't heard, people who enabled this low latency technology, they were banned in some games. Counter-Strike 2, for example, people got banned. And now AMD is asking everyone to turn off that feature until further notice, and it appears that they are trying to get to the bottom of it. So they're working to resolve this issue, but just be sure that this feature is turned off in any of the games you play that are, scanning your PC for hacking tools. Yeah. Because you don't want to get banned. Obviously, Valve said that they will look into this issue and unban all the people who were wrongfully banned, but that's gonna come later down the line. Let's hope that AMD can resolve this issue quickly. In the next story, G.Skill supports Intel 14th generation CPU launch with the new DDR5 8400 memory, teases DDR5 8600 memory kit. And there it is. Yeah, 8400 memory. I'm not sure how stable that will be, although they do have a demonstration with this memory running. You might need a gold sample CPU to actually achieve this, because Buildzoid, who's a famous RAM overclocker, he's still struggling to get 8000 to work. Yeah, DDR5 8000, he got it working, but he says, finally, don't ask me why it works though, I have no idea. And he's been trying for a while to get this to work, so yeah. There is that. I'm not sure if we will actually see that 8600 memory running stable and well, but it would be an achievement, actually. Competition is always good, improvement is always good. I'm all for progress. In the final story of the day, I want to tell you about NVIDIA's Blackwell B100 GPU. That is the next generation of AI GPUs, so this is not for gaming, this is for data centers and high-performance computing. And yeah, the story says that SK Hynix HBM3E memory will launch in this product in Q2 2024 due to rise in AI demand. The story is reported by a South Korean media outlet, mt.co.kr, and they are saying that SK Hynix has secured a deal to exclusively supply NVIDIA its latest HBM3E memory that will be used to power next-generation Blackwell GPUs. And NVIDIA has this roadmap where we can see that 2024 is indeed the year where GB, which is Blackwell, is going to be released, not 2025. So here we see let me just open this up. Yeah, here we can see B100 GPU and GB200. So there will be more GPUs available if you are into AI. But that is it for this episode. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this new video format that I am trying out? I personally think that it might be quite fun to, read stories with you and not wait for like days and days until I can gather all the information and release the actual big video with all the details. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe for more content like this, check out other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.